Next, will you join me in welcoming RAFAEL Santana to the podium? He will present the Child and Family Award. I'd like to share a little story about RAFAEL. RAFAEL is the construction manager for Community Teamwork's YouthBuild program. That is special enough, but what makes it even more appropriate for him to present this award is that in 2014, RAFAEL was a YouthBuild Lowell participant. He quickly began to complete the program milestones, and staff acknowledged RAFAEL's commitment and recommended him to become the program's next construction trainer. RAFAEL is a wonderful addition to the Community Teamwork YouthBuild team and is a shining example of making the most of a second chance. It is my pleasure to introduce RAFAEL and to present our next award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to start by sharing a little bit more about my story and how I actually came into the YouthBuild program. So I grew up in Lowell my whole life. My mother was a single mother with 7 kids, so we never really had much. And when we did, it was never enough. So throughout my whole life, I always try to find a way to make ends meet. And it ultimately ended up with me doing 4 years in prison. Upon my release, I was actually on probation. And my probation officer came to me and he suggested the YouthBuild program. At the time, I was already working, going to college, and it seemed like a bit much. But who's really gonna tell the probation officer no, you know? So of course, I went down there and I figured I'd give it a try and actually check it out. So when I went down there, I noticed the staff and the way they interact with other students and the whole environment, and it seemed like something that I actually really wanted to be a part of. So I started to join in, and I actually started to take on leadership roles and became a student ambassador and did everything that I needed to do and try to help the students that I seen falling to pick back up and get back on track. So because of that, I was recognized by the director, Tula, and the construction supervisor. And they offered me a position with them as the construction trainer. I still hold that position, and because of them and community teamwork and the YouthBuild Lowell program, I actually not only do that, but I run a mentor program. I work with the Restorative Justice Juvenile Diversion Program, and I'm even a coach for a kids basketball team. So I actually owe a lot to YouthBuild and community teamwork. YouthBuild actually started in 1978, where a concerned citizen who was loving and caring actually seen some teens who were hanging out on the street corner every day. So she went to them, she asked them, if I provide the resources and the stuff that you need, what would you do with it? And they said, well, you know, there's a lot of abandoned houses and a lot of crime happens in those houses. So why not fix them up so that the stray dogs have a place to live, you know? And she said, well, what about the people? They said, well, I guess they could live there too. You know, so it was amazing. The YouthBuild program is an amazing program where students can go and actually get their high set, and they can learn a construction trade, which is nationally recognized all over the United States. They also learn leadership skills, life skills, and everything they need to do to turn into an adult. This program is more than just an educational program. It's life. It teaches these kids life. You know, and this is just my honest opinion. I didn't bring any stats or documents or anything. But the reason why I feel nobody was ever successful at changing the world, whoever tried to change the world, is because they want to change it now. And the only way to actually change the world, because nobody has enough time in their lifetime, is to focus on the future. And what's the future? The youth, right? So what John and Dorothy actually did is they created this program that can actually change the world. And is already affecting change in the world. You know, because they're focusing on the youth that are basically going to be the future, and they're developing them into the leaders that they needed to be to move on with life. You know, honestly, I owe you guys my life because you saved my life. You know? So for that, I just want to say thank you. I love you. And that I am more than honored to be able to present you with the 2006 Outstanding Leadership in Family and Child Services Award.
I think Raphael said it all. We believe in the power of love coupled with opportunity. We believe in the power of young people to change the world and the importance of respecting their ideas and giving them the space to speak those ideas and make their recommendations and make the changes that they believe need to be made. And so Raphael makes us proud as a representative of 140,000 young people who've come into and through YouthBuild since we started it in 1978, which is just when Karen came here 38 years ago by coincidence, right? And so let's give a shout out to the YouthBuild team here. It happens when you ask YouthBuild students, what made the difference for you here? They always say, it's because the staff cared about me in a way that I never experienced in public school, and I wasn't getting what I needed anywhere. And here, the staff cared about me in a way where I would care about myself. And once I was free to care about myself, I was free to build my future. And once I began to do that, I wanted to give back and make a difference for all the young people coming behind me. And that's what you're seeing Raphael do as an example, as a leader, as an outstanding young person. So we're proud of you, we're proud of YouthBuild. Now YouthBuild wouldn't exist as a national program, and it does. It exists in the same way that the community action agencies exist, because our Senator, John Kerry, made sure that there was a law passed in 1992 that established YouthBuild in federal law the same way Head Start is established in federal law. So let's give a shout out, let's give a hand to John Kerry. Because even though, as Karen said, these programs aren't going to get enough federal money and enough state, enough city money to do everything, the private support that you all are giving is absolutely essential. We all work together. But I am very moved sitting here. I have to say that what's in my mind, what's in my heart is the 51 years. And John Mahoney, I want to thank you for starting this. And I want to identify with you because it was 52 years ago that I first started in Central Harlem when I arrived there as part of the Civil Rights Movement and created a summer preschool program before Head Start was created, and then I became a Head Start teacher after that. And so for me, it's been 52 years of steady struggling to win the political support and the public will to invest in all of the programs that would end poverty and injustice and allow young people like Raphael and parents like the woman who spoke before and all the people who were born into poverty through no fault of their own to reclaim their lives, their families' lives, and their communities' lives. We do need that as a public commitment. Social justice doesn't exist without a public commitment. And so sitting here and seeing the CTE has been doing this, and you've been leading this for all of these years, creating all this wonderful community. I'm just very honored to be here, very moved and touched. And knowing that this is happening all across the country, groups like this are meeting, community action agencies have survived, and it's been a long struggle, and they're all doing great work like you are, so thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for this honor. In YouthBuild, we have this, there are 260 programs around the United States, 105 in 15 other countries, because they found, everybody's worried about the young people. As Raphael said, they are our future leaders. And we have a little tradition in YouthBuild. We say, want to do it, guys? YouthBuild!
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 I want to say what I've been struck by tonight, all the programs that CTI runs, including the YouthBuild program, all the partners, all the programs, what motivates them all, at the center of it is love. We talk about in YouthBuild, you know how the sunflowers close up at night, and the sun, like tulips, the sun comes out and beams down indiscriminately their photons, and the flower opens up. So in YouthBuild program and a lot of other programs that CTI runs and you've been involved in, they come to us pretty beat up, no fault of their own, but gotten a bum rap. And our job, they don't trust, our job as staff and support people and volunteers is to beam love, caring, and respect of them indiscriminately, no matter what they're showing us. And they begin, I need you to watch now, they begin to check it out. And they check it out, sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's like that. But it is their nature over time, maybe not even in the course of the time that we have with them, but over the years, it's their nature to open up to love. So I want to thank each of you for carrying love in your heart, whether it's financial support, volunteering hours, doing the backbreaking work of details, setting up an event like this. All of this really comes from the heart of love. So I want to really thank you all, and thank you for this honor.